Hello everyone, and on this video we will be checking out the best Wonder Kids in Football Manager 2024, 10 years on in the future. Let's see how good some of these guys are. We are kicking it off strong with Barcelona Wonder Kid and one of the highest potential ability Wonder Kids in the game, and that is Lamine Yamal. He looks like an absolute beast. Starts off as a 15-year-old player in the game. One of the youngest in the game, but one of the best. As you can see, 10 years down the line, he is still at Barcelona. And he's played 306 games, scored 139 goals. So not a bad goal return from a right winger. His agility, his pace, his mentals, and his technicals are great. He's got great dribbling, first touch, he's techie. He's dribbly. He can do everything. He's got great vision. He's got great flair. He can take on a man. He's like a Spanish Ronaldinho. And if you haven't heard of him, get to know him. He's going to be tough to get from Barcelona, but if you can pry him away from there or be Barcelona, you have one of the best Wonder Kids on your hands in the game. And if you like Wonder Kid content, like this video, subscribe to the channel because there'll be a lot more of this stuff coming in the future. But here we are with FM23's best player before the transfer update. It is Endrick, and in FM24, he's 26 years of age after this 10-year sim playing for Newcastle. He's got some great stats, dribbling, finishing, first touch off the ball. He's got great flair and his physicals are absolutely cracked. Obviously, he makes his move to Real Madrid. Played 152 games there, scored 62 goals, short stint at Liverpool, 10 and 60, and then Newcastle snapped him up and he's got 11 and 38. So he's going to be a beast, but he might not be the beast he was in FM23. I would say buy this guy with caution. Don't spend too much money on him, but go out and get him and give him a try because his stats look absolutely cracked. And in the right formation with the right tactics, this guy could really fire. Evan Ferguson was an FM23 favourite and an FM24. He is still one of the greatest strikers on the game. 110 caps for the Irish national team, 70 goals. And on this simulation, he got a big move to Liverpool, scoring 113 goals in 224 games. He's an absolute unit of a striker. 17 finishing, 16 first touch, can head it, he can finish it, he's got good pace, he's got great composure, great concentration, his off the ball's insane as well. Strength, he is one of the best complete forwards on the game, and if you can pick him up from Brighton, he will cost you a pretty penny, but he will be one of the best, if not the best strikers in the game. It wouldn't be a Wonder Kid list without checking out this man, Jude Bellingham, absolutely tearing up trees in real life, scoring every goal in every game for Real Madrid this season so far, and being an absolute monster for England in recent qualifiers. He is an absolute unit. His stats are very good. 29 years of age, 135 caps for England, only 13 goals. As an advanced playmaker, he has been an absolute beast for Real Madrid. 118 goals in 367 appearances from midfield. That is unbelievable. That's Frank Lampard-esque finishing right there. And he's a technical, mental, and physical monster. One of the most complete midfield players on the game. It's no surprise that Jude Bellingham is one of the best Wonder Kids in FM24. Another top Wonder Kid is probably no surprise from FM23, Matthias Tell at Bayern Munich, stayed at Bayern Munich as well. 134 goals in 299 games and 31 goals in 65 appearances for the French national side. He's been an absolute monster in this simulation and his stats show it. Unbelievable finishing, great technique, great composure, 17 agility and 17 natural fitness. So he's going to keep fit, he's going to keep scoring goals, and he's going to keep being one of the best Wonder Kids in FM24. He will cost you a lot of money to pry away from Bayern Munich, but he's certainly worth going after. Another FM23 favourite is Giorgio Scalvini, and in FM24, he is an absolute beast. 111 caps for Italy, 3 goals. An unbelievable ball-playing centre-back. He's got great positioning, great work rate, great stamina, great natural fitness, concentration, anticipation, and he's got decent strength to go along with it as well. No surprise he is at Chelsea in this game because they collect Wonder Kids like I collect Pokemon cards. And he's got 2 goals in 223 games for Chelsea. He looks like he's going to be one of the best defenders on the game again, and he's going to cost you a fair amount to come away from Atalanta, but he is a beast. Another quality midfield player is the young Archie Gray from Leeds. Starts his career there, and it's no surprise to see that players are going to Saudi Arabia in FM24. This is going to be the new PSG, nicking all the Wonder Kids. They're all going to go to Saudi. It's going to be very tough as we play through our careers on FM24. But Archie Gray, 58 caps for England, 1 goal. And he moved from Leeds after playing 237 games to them and went to Al Hilal in the Saudi League for big money and for big money per week. 800k a week for this young midfield player. He looks very good. If you can pick him up from Leeds, I'd say get him. He looks like he's not going to cost you that much either. Probably about £25 million, which is an absolute steal for a world-class English central midfield player. The English tax here hasn't obviously been applied, but he's got 17 first touch, 16 passing. He's great off the ball. He's got great vision, great composure, great anticipation, pace and balance. He's a well-rounded central midfield player. If you can't afford Bellingham, this is the guy for you. Robin van Persie's son has followed the same career path that his dad has, although he hasn't played for the Dutch national team in this simulation. He is England's number 9. Shaquille Van Persie is England's number 9, scoring 10 goals in 37 games. He moved from Feyenoord to Arsenal, getting 24 goals in 98 appearances so far in this simulation, after scoring 40 and 70 for Feyenoord, and his stats are absolutely stacked. He's got 16 dribbling, 16 finishing, 16 first touch, technique's great, composure's great, acceleration and agility is great. He's not going to cost you an arm and a leg, so he could be an absolute cheap beast from Feyenoord in the region of £20 million. I would say that's an absolute bargain for a Van Persie regen, and also happens to be his son in real life. But what a shock, Shaquille Van Persie playing for England, insane. EAFC24 legend Nwaweri is an absolute beast on Football Manager 2024. The young French striker, 20 years old at the start of the game, is now 30 after this 10-year simulation. Quick maths there. And he's got great finishing, he's got great technique, great composure, and he's pacey as well. He's off the ball, is good. This guy, in this simulation, stayed at Lyon for his whole career, scoring 163 goals in 321 games. So it's almost a goal every other game for the lad. 22 caps and 6 goals for France. Obviously, he couldn't replace Kylian Mbappe on a regular basis for France, but this guy is an absolute beast. Go out and try him. He's going to be one of the most underrated strikers on the game this year, in my opinion. He will cost you a fair amount because Lens will want a lot of money from you, but go out and get him. He looks a beast. Next up is tricky Brazilian winger Savio. He looks like an absolute technical and mental monster. He's got great crossing, dribbling, first touch, technique, flair, off the ball. He can take a man on and beat them 3 times. He's playing for Aston Villa in this simulation and is worth up to £190 million, which is unbelievable. He had 282 games for Leicester, 50 goals, and then Villa bought him in this season. But he looks an absolute beast. If you can go out and get him early, go out and get him early, because he's only going to increase in value and he's only going to be a top-class winger for you. The natural successor to Virgil van Dijk is Jorrel Hato. Starts off at Ajax and he had 150 games there and then moved to Arsenal in the same way that Jurrien Timber has in real life. This guy is one of the best centre-backs on the game. He's absolutely cracked and he won't cost you too much money. He might cost you about 40 to 50 million euros, which is a lot of money if you're a small club. But if you're in the Premier League, this is going to be, neither here nor there in terms of transfer budget. He's got absolute cracked physicals. He's strong, he's got pace, he's got great anticipation, he's got great leadership, a future captain of your club, and he's got decent tackling as well. This guy will be an absolute beast for you at centre-back. He can play left-back as well, but my suggestion is to keep this guy as centre-back because that pace and that anticipation will get you out of so many tricky situations. Is it any surprise that Rooney Bargee is on this list of best wonder kids in Football Manager 2024? This guy has been spoken about for so many years now and is an absolute Football Manager legend. I don't care what anyone says, this guy for me is my favourite right winger on the game. He's an absolute beast. He's moved to Bayern Munich after having a career at Real Madrid that didn't kick off for him, but his stats, they're not as good as what they usually are, let's be honest. But he's still absolutely cracked in the game and he's a cheap beast. You can pick him up for like 9-10 million. What more would you expect for that? Peanuts of a transfer budget. He's got 16 dribbling, 16 first touch, 16 determination. He's got great flair, great technique. He's pacey. Strength lets him down a little, but this guy will absolutely ruin people and ruin teams. You can buy him, build him up, sell him on, keep him, whatever you want to do, but buy a Rooney Bargee. Last up on my list is another Arsenal baller. He is Ethan Nwaweri. What a player he is on this game. An unbelievable baller. They've loaned him out a few times, Arsenal, in his career, but he's turned into being one of the best English central midfield players on the game. He's going to be on the more expensive side and he is going to be tough to get away from Arsenal, but this guy with the right training and the right system could absolutely beast any team. He's got great dribbling, great vision, great technique, acceleration, pace. He's all about that vision as well. What a player he is. And if you like Wonderkid content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because we'll be dropping more Wonderkid gems like these ones in the future.